In this section of the course, we're going to talk about how to use lookup functions. So what do lookup functions do? They find a search value within a row or column and return a value within the row or column that the search value starts. That sounds a bit complicated, but when you see a lookup function in use, it'll all make sense. So what does that statement mean? Let's break it down. As an example, let's say you had this list of products. It's a pretty long list, and only part of it is visible on the screen. If you wanted to be able to quickly find the sale price for a product by looking up its name, a lookup function could help you do this. So if we told the lookup function to find the sale price for the product widget 10, the function would return the value of $197, which is that product's sale price. Now you're probably thinking you could very easily find the value because you can see it right on the page. But what if you were looking for the sale price for widget 257? You can't see that product on the screen, so you could just scroll down to the product, or you could filter the data to find the value. To do a filter, you'd have to add filtering to your data, click the filter dropdown on the product column, search for widget 257, and then click OK. Now we can see the sale price for widget 257 in the sale price column. But we'd have to go through that same process every time we wanted to find the sale price for a different product. An alternative to this would be to use a lookup function. Once you have the lookup function in place, you would simply type the name of the product to look it up, and the lookup function would return the value. This is much easier, and you can quickly get the value for other products. We'll look at two of the most common lookup functions in this section of the course. The VLOOKUP function, which looks for a search value down a column of data and returns a value in the row that starts with that value. And the HLOOKUP function, which looks for a search value across a row of data and returns a value in the column that starts with that value. The best way to understand what these functions do is to see them in use. So let's check out the VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP functions in detail and see some examples of how they work.